Hello everyone, my name is Kirill. You are on the AutoAdviser channel. Today we will talk about car maintenance after the winter. I will talk about very simple things, but that does not make them any less important. The first obvious thing to do is to replace winter tires with summer ones. Of course, you can also drive on winter tires, but they just have an increased wear. And for example, studded tires will have a longer braking distance. The second thing is to replace the windshield washer fluid. There is no need to fill it with antifreeze. Just use water or a mixture of a concentrate and water. Wipers should also be replaced. Once every few years, and especially after winter, it is necessary to replace them, since all rubber products do not like cold weather. Let's move on to the next, more important point, which concerns the engine. After winter, it is recommended to change the oil. And since the viscosity of the oil depends on the ambient temperature, and the temperature will be rising in the summer, so it makes sense to switch to a more summer type of oil. By the way, when changing the oil, do not forget about the oil filter. If you change the oil and don't change the oil filter, it won't make any sense. Since we're talking about the filter, do you remember that there is also an air filter and a cabin filter? They are also recommended to be replaced because after winter, reagents, which are sprinkled on roads, can get into these filters, and all this can negatively affect the microclimate inside your car. If you need oil, an oil filter, or any other spare part for your car, go to the AutoAdviser.by website. The link will be in the description. And regarding the microclimate, we also have an air conditioner that hasn't been working at all in the winter, and you will be using it in summer a lot, so it is necessary to check it thoroughly and, if anything, refill. You need to check the level of all technical fluids. For example, antifreeze. If there are antifreeze leaks in the winter, the car is hard to overheat, but in the summer it will happen quickly, so check the level of antifreeze. Next comes the brake fluid. During the spring, when there is high humidity, moisture can get into the brake fluid, and this has a very negative effect on long-distance braking. If you don't believe me, we have a separate video on the channel about brake fluid. And so let's summarize a little about the technical fluids. We changed oil, checked the antifreeze level, we also checked the brake fluid level and what condition it is in. By the way, there is a special device that checks how much moisture is present in the brake fluid. Next, the air conditioner was filled if needed. There is also a power steering fluid, and perhaps that's it. If I forgot something, be sure to remind me in the comment. Well, the last very important point, you need to lift the car and see the condition of its bottom and suspension. On the lift, we check the condition of all rubber products, anthers, silent blocks, then we check the steering and brake systems. I remind you that anthers is a rubber casing that protects any mechanism. If the anther is torn, then various particles will get inside the mechanism, which will wear it out. By the way, the silent block takes its name from the silent block trademark of the company Polestra. It is a bushing made of rubber to reduce the vibrations of the car. Therefore, the silent block makes it possible to shift gears smoothly, avoiding excessive vibrations. Separately, attention should be paid to the brake system, namely brake calipers, pads, cylinders, and so on, since all these mechanisms wear out very much when these reagents, which sprinkled on the roads, get on them, and even calipers can jam. So there are special lubricants. There are recommendations to disassemble those calipers and lubricate them so that everything works well. And the last, most important things to do is to wash the car, especially its bottom, in order to wash off these reagents after the winter. So, this is all that I wanted to say on this topic. If you have something to add, be sure to comment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and all the best to you. See you again.